morning. It's Wednesday, May 27th, and I want to talk a little bit about limited reopening. I was surprised to hear this morning on the radio that Long Island was opening today. Totally unexpected. I thought we were stuck in one of the phases and wasn't producing enough good news, whatever volume was required, and I didn't expect that we were going to open today. But that's what I heard. We opened today. So Long Island is opening today in phase one. And this is what that means, which will reintroduce construction, manufacturing, wholesale supply chain facilities, and select retail at curbside pickup. On Friday, Cuomo signed an executive order extending his emergency powers till June 6th. Now, the state lockdown has a name, which is called New York on Pause. That will still expire this Friday. Will remain under the same restrictions that we have been under since March 23rd. Can you believe it? Since March 23rd, we've been in our homes, rarely stepping outside, seeing the smiling faces of our friends on Zoom if they're not wearing a mask. However, that's the way it is. So we're getting ready for the next phase, and let me tell you a little bit about that. Now, I have to admit, like many of you, that I'm not following these statistics very closely, so I don't know whether we met them or not. I don't really know. I only know of one couple very close to us that caught the virus, and unfortunately, we all know that Phil died. But I don't know about all these other little criteria that they have in place because I haven't seen anything of the media around here that specifically says where we stand in relation, we being Long Island, where we stand in relation to the rest of the population. And I don't know if we met all the benchmarks, but we met enough, so we reopened today. Most of downstate New York is still closed as far as I know, including New York City, which only meets 4 of the 7 requirements, and the Mid-Hudson region, which was home to one of the state's first outbreaks, Westchester. They're not meeting it either. Outdoor low-risk recreational activities and drive-in movie theaters are okay also. So there's an opportunity to get a little entertainment. I mean, you can go to a drive-in movie theater. They're opening them up all over the place. They're opening them up in parking lots. There's some young entrepreneurial gentleman who opened up 15 drive-in theaters in parking lots because there's nobody shopping in those areas, so the parking lots are empty. So why not have a drive-in theater there? Cuomo is setting up regional control rooms to monitor each area and make sure that the people are actually meeting the 7 criteria needed to reopen. The Regional Control Committee for Long Island will contain the Nassau County executives, as well as representatives from the Long Island Federation of Labor, the Regional Economic Development Committee, and the Empire State Development. So we're going to have a bunch of mucky-mucks here deciding what's going on, and hopefully we've done enough things correctly so that we can move to the next phase. Because I think most of us have reached a point at which we're kind of fed up with our surroundings. I don't know how many of you get out often. I mean, I manage to get out 2 or 3 times a week, but it's just a quick shopping exercise. Of course, I walk down to the mailbox every day. That's pretty good. And I try to get a little walk in somewhere. But one of my longest walks is marching on the line in front of Costco, getting into the store and marching all around there. And I assume that most of you have the same problem. So I don't know. I hope we can reach the levels that we need, and I hope we can get back to something normal by, say, June 30th is the way it looks to me right now. The baseball is going to try and open sometime in June, but that's a whole other disaster, which I spoke about yesterday. So I don't know. The one thing I know that's very good is if you can get out to go for a curbside lunch at the Y, that works. That's a pretty good thing to do. I get out and I see all these long lines of cars, and everybody's got a mask on. Very few people get out of the car. So if you're a friend, if you know your friend's license plate, you can wave on them as they drive in or drive out. That's the latest social activity. I Zoom when I can. But all in all, we're going to make it. We're staying healthy. We're staying away. And the virus is still here. So have a great day. Take care. Bye.